you know, having cameras strapped to them or having something really close and tight on them when they were doing very emotional scenes. Anything you guys had to say about the photography of the movie?
Dave Klein just destroyed it in a good way. He just rocked it so hard. Dave couldn't be here because I think he's still shooting True Blood back out west, so he couldn't be here tonight. But he did an absolutely killer job. And the reason it looks so different, number one, when we sat down in advance of the movie, I was like, look, we're not making a comedy, so we can try to make it look like a grown-up movie. And he was like, okay, grown-up movie. He's like, well, you're almost 40, you know, and I was like, all right. And then I tried to put it into words. I said, what about this flick? And I have reference points and shit. And Half Nelson was a big reference point for me. I love the look of Half Nelson. I love that movie. And I said, can we make it look like that? And so he was like, all right. And then we kind of began shot listing and then threw it away because we were like, you know what, let's just kind of have an idea, that's it, and then get there and kind of change it all up. But it was the red camera, those Canon, we shot all the cage stuff with the little Canon cameras, the one that looks like a photography camera, but it's really a video camera, or a high definition video camera. So the portability of those cameras really fucking helps to inform it. Like when you're chasing people around and stuff, those light cameras are a true boon. But it was Klein Unleashed, man. It was just the first time we weren't doing comedy, so I was like, look, in a world where we don't have to make it look funny, or it's not about just two people having a conversation, let's kind of go as cinematic as you want to go, pull off the gloves. And so that's Klein Unleashed. That's what Dave could do if he wasn't working with Kevin fucking Smith all the time. And so this got to be a real showcase piece for him. And every day it was just a delight to like look at the footage as I was cutting it, because he crushed it every step of the way. He did a wonderful job. Anybody want to talk about DP down this side?
Shall we talk about his baby crying?
Yes. That little kid.
Screaming when the daughter is saying that's his daughter. He's shooting it. It's his daughter screaming. He's shooting it.
That was Klein.
Movie first.
Yes. Oh, it was so heartbreaking. It was Ivy Klein, that's Dave's kid. And she's, you know, being held by the other actress and whatnot. Carrie's talking to him, being very intense. Talking about, you know, like there are men outside and they aim to kill us. And Carrie was such a good fucking actress that Ivy started freaking out. Because Ivy's like, what, 34 years old? And there's this adult who, there's all these adults in the room and they're all staring at her. And then this girl comes over and she's like, there are men outside who aim to kill us. So she just started fucking screeching like a howler monkey. She's and the whole time I could look over at Dave, and Dave is shooting. So Dave's holding the camera shooting, and you could just see him roll a tear on the other side. And Ivy, who's his wife, Marnie is his wife, and she's in the movie as well. She's one of the believers in the church. She was just off camera. So Ivy's screaming, "Mommy, Mommy!" And she's kind of reacting to Melissa's death, but it's really because Marnie's over in the corner, and she's like, "Mommy, why won't you stop this?" So then after it was done, I immediately went, she was just screeching. I went to fucking Dave and I was like, what do you think? He's going, dude, you have to use it. He's like, if she screams that much, you gotta fucking use it. I was like, you okay with it? He's like, totally. So we wound up cutting into the flick. But the cutest thing happened like 2 days later. Like Ivy didn't want to come to set the day after. She came to set 2 days later and she sees Carrie and she's like, you're not gonna act again, are you?
Sure, Ivy, there was like a big portion of the budget, right, that went to Ivy going to Toys R Us.
We did. We plied her with so many gifts after that. We all felt bad. Like I was like, Dave, man, $200 I'm gonna go out and get some gifts. He's like, well, we'll add that to the other 300 we already have. Everybody on the cruise, like I feel really bad, dude.